I don't know him. Some stranger, it looks like. Sounds like a suspicious character to me.
Hey, I'm not a zombie. I'm still human.
Prove it.
Look, no red eyes, okay?
Cool. Come on in where it's safe. Hurry! I don't want that door open longer than I have to.
Hi, I'm Matthew Black, Daily News. I'm from out of town. I guess you're local?
Richard Derby. Yes, I'm local. For more years than I care to think about, Mr. Black. To tell you the truth, I think that's the problem with our little Pearl beyond price here. She thinks I'm too old for her.
Shoot. I think your son is too old for me.
Ah, you see. Freshen up this coffee, will you, my dear? And I'm just a small-town barber, after all. Still, I shall persevere. Water wears away the hardest stone in time.
How would you say the local people are reacting to the current situation, Mr. Derby?
Oh, now, what would I say? I haven't been at the shop this morning, so I'm not entirely au fait, as you might say. But what would my guess be? A barber hears a lot of things, Mr. Black. They're far more willing to talk to the man who cuts their hair than, say, to a newspaper reporter.
So, what would the local folks tell you they wouldn't tell me in my checkbook?
Let me see. Oh, that, say, Judge Winterbourne and his pretty little secretary will be in his office right now, having a long, intensive session of dictation. Nat Gluck will be running around like this was Korea, handing out guns and trying to get us all organized. I ask you, Mr. Black, do I look as though I should be any use shooting at zombies? And our good sheriff and deputy will be hard at work trying to outdo each other in the macho stakes. As for myself, I plan to stay in here and aid the delectable Pearl.
Won't anyone have got a message out of town before the communications blackout?
I haven't the faintest idea. I imagine not. Surely the place would be crawling with trucks and helicopters and men waving guns by now. This is very tiresome. All I want out of life is to carry on with the shop. Find a passionate woman to warm my bed.
Passionate housekeeper to cook your meals, more like. You think I don't know you only come in here for my cooking?
And pass my declining years in Downforth as happily as the first 43.
There are zombies on the streets. Doesn't that even bother you?
They're not in here, are they? I'm sure we'll spend a pleasant day chatting, and someone else will deal with this emergency. You know, I had that eldest Whately boy into the shop the end of last week. Heard him talking to his brother about their, social life. Well, what his brother Chuck actually said was, "You want me to do what with a sheep?" So, I assume...
Hey, I'm not a zombie. I'm still human.
Prove it.
Look, no red eyes, okay?
Cool. Come on in where it's safe. Hurry! I don't want that door open.
I'm Matt. What's your name, kid? You work here?
I'm Pearl Riley. I'm your waitress this shift. So it's like I'm opening up this morning around 5:30, and then it just never gets light. And now I'm scared of those things on the streets, and I ain't seen my relief. I reckon Dion's not coming in. Lord knows what's happened to her.
What are you guys gonna do stuck in here?
Suppose we'll wait. Come out after the darkness lifts or help arrives. I've been doing emergency food relief like Nehemiah. Oh, that's my boss, Nehemiah Hazelrig. He owns this place. Like he told me before he went off someplace. Like he's not gonna come back, is he? I done food for about everybody I could think of, and Nat Gluck helped me get it out to them. But I guess now everyone's staying off the streets. I'm keeping the kitchen running. Don't even know what these zombie things do, but they don't look like good news.
Thank you. I'm Matt.
I'm Pearl
I'm Matthew Black. I drove into town by way of a gas station. A kid called Riley was there. Is he any relation?
My brother Dean. He works out at the gas station. I looked after him since my big brother Hubie died in the Gulf War. And it's like he won't worry about me, 'cause I'm the one that does all the worrying. Shoot, he spends his wages. I save mine to keep the house going. Matt, my brother's like a total waste of oxygen, but I need to know he's okay.
I don't know if he's okay or not.
I think you're fooling me. Don't know why, but I do. I gotta keep these grills like turning over and stuff. I'll be in the kitchens if you want to order. We're out of eggs is all.
I'm Matt. What's your name?
I'm Pearl
What do you got? Thank you. Nathaniel Gluck?
That's me. Come on in. Make it fast. Get in and get down. You're safer in here. My Lord, is there anything still alive out there? I'm Nat Gluck, by the way. I own this store.
Matthew Black, Daily News. I hear you've got weapons in this store. I need them, Mr. Gluck. I need them bad.
Sorry, Matt. Most of the stuff is gone. I've been handing it out all day. All I got left is bare shelves. I was about to shut up the store and go find Vic Buckmaster to help him set up the town defense. Them zombies was coming through in wave attacks, just rolling over everything in their way. Son, it's hopeless. You might as well shoot this here darn water pistol at 'em.
Looks like you got at least one weapon left up there. What is that, a shotgun? Have you got any shells? I don't have much cash on me, and I don't have plastic.
That's a combat shotgun, son. Sweet model. Benelli M121 with standard U.S. slugs. And don't spray and pray, don't fire from the hip, use the sights. And no darn debtor's gonna get up again. Sad to say, I need it more than you do, and this store don't offer credit.
Mr. Gluck, I promised Agnes Sandridge up at the farm that I'd get her more ammunition for her shotgun. I think she really needs it.
Why don't you say so, son? Me and Miss Agnes go way back. Here.
I guess you've been around this town a while, Nat. What can you tell me about the Bedlam Army base?
I've been here since I was a sprat, except for my time in Korea. U.S. Army's the finest army in the world, son. Don't let anybody tell you different. But that gang up at the base, they're special forces or some such jackasses, and to tell you the truth, I always had my doubts about them. Walked out there once as a boy, all 30 miles on a dare. This is when they're using it as a hospital after the European War. And darn if I don't see some guy with his face half off, and skin just like a lizard's covering it all up. And that ain't half of it, son. You know a lizard's eyes? Well, he had a third eye smack in the middle of his forehead, all green and glowing.
You say you went out to the base. Did it have any effect on you afterwards? I don't know, dreams or stuff like that?
Funny you should say that. Yes, sir, I did. For years afterwards, I dreamed I was running around in those corridors behind those bars, but not as a boy, not even as a man. No, sir. I was a wolf. You figure that out? Me neither. And it didn't stop till I met another wolf in the dream, all covered over with feathers and light. Said he was a wolf who runs at night. And I could rest easy now, 'cause he'd take the burden. Funny. I thought about that for years.
You're a wacko.
Uh-huh. But I'm a live wacko, son. And that's more than a fool like you is going to end up.